Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, welcome to all of you for second session of the same day today. So today we are going to discuss now in this session third canto 29th chapter. Finally we reached to 29th chapter. So just a quick recap. In 28th chapter we have seen Ashtanga Yoga, the different limbs of Ashtanga Yoga we have seen in that particularly. Dhyana stage, about that we detailedly studied. So how a yogi meditates on, yeah, please. How he does meditate on the different limbs of the Lord. So that is being described for us by Lord Kafila. So then after that, finally, this Ati Nikrishta Yogi, because even after getting the pleasure of the Lord, that means the beauty, from the beauty of the Lord, so much pleasure is derived by this yogi, but he is very unfortunate because he didn't get the mercy of pure devotees, Mahavaishnavas. So because of that, so he doesn't know the value of this pleasure, and he neglecting that, rejecting that, and he took out his mind from the form of the Lord. And finally, this mind is not getting the any fuel. That means like wig without getting any fuel, what will happen? It will be burnt out. The flame will be disappeared. The same way here. So this mind is not getting any kind of the objects because there is no interest for him to go on once again sense objects because he already tasted the so Paramanandam. Now he doesn't want Paramanandam also. That's why mind is not getting any kind of the fuel. So object. So for mind, there should be something to think. Na? Some object should be needed. Na? But there is no object. So that's why that mind is completely is seized, is finished. So his laya. Laya happened. Then he is situated his own mahima. That means his own sarupa. That is, I am soul. So from this he was getting the so happiness. And because since he rejected bhakti, so she is not going to give any kind of so Brahmanandam or otherwise Paramatmanandam or so Bhagavadanandam. Finished guy, this is like Pratyagatma Anubhava only is going to get. So like this, he will be so having the moksha where there are no material miseries because all these miseries also over. And also he didn't get the Brahmanandam, but he got only the Swe Mahimni, that means own so opulence, whatever is there in the self soul, that only he got. So that's why he is very much different from the. One should not misunderstand that. Okay, 1 second here actually. Hare Krishna Prabhu. So his stage, that means this kind of yogi's position is different from the person who is in the Shishupti. Person who is in the Shishupti, in his case also, Ahankara, Chittam, Buddhi, Man, all these all got the Laya, but only that's a temporary Laya. And one more thing, he is covered with the Avidya. So Avidya is there, that's why everything is will be given back. But in this case, unmute, unmute, unmute. Huh? Unmute. But oh, I say hello. So, but in this case, in this yogi's case, it's not like that. His avidya is finished. That only the soul, his self, is there. So, and it is also having I sense of I will be there in the soul, and that he'll be with that. That is his moksha. That's all. That's why it's known as pratyagatma anubhava. It is also kind of liberation. It's equal to nirvana. Not the Brahmananda. Brahmananda is different. Brahma moksha is different. Okay. Then after that, such a person's body, how many days it will be? Lord knows. So it goes for some time, and then after that it will be dropped. Even he is in the body, he doesn't have any kind of so awareness. Like a drunkard person don't care for his body, whether he is passing stool or his cloth is on the body or not. How he will not care similarly. So this realize this yogi also will not be caring for that body. So finally, one of the some other day it will be ended up. So like this, we have seen the story of the yogi. It's a very unfortunate yogi, but we learned a lesson from that. So even if we get the pleasure of the Lord, that means Madhuryanandam, but we cannot retain and we cannot continue of relishing that until unless if we don't have Mahatkripa. So that's why Mahatkripa is the most of major thing. So neglecting Vaishnava's Kripa and Vaishnava's, if anyone himself think that I can so do get perfection myself by rejecting Guru. And also previously we have seen in the first day class one should not reject Guru, and today's class we have seen one also should not reject Vaishnavas. So with this kind of attitude, if anyone try to progress, they are not going to get the final result actually. Result cannot be achieved. So that's why Vaishnavas always look for the association of the good devotees, and they always be in that. Okay, now we'll be going to the 29th chapter. Mother is going to ask a few more things. Let us hear from her. Huh? Questions are 3 hours. Okay. Uh, your voice is very big. Okay. Krishna Bhakti Jiva Bhogavancha Kare. So by that we came from spiritual world, which is Anadi, no answer. But then in this case of liberation, so how is that they cannot so generally while preaching we say that say if you been sent in an empty room, you'll be bored. So that liberation is like that. And we during preaching we say that. But now here you are saying this Jiva, this liberation which is eternal. Yes, yes. So how to understand how to actually say yeah, Jivatma like Brahma Prapti, Paramatma Prapti, and Bhagavad Prapti. These are all Yadgatva Nanivartante. These positions, even the in this case, this Pratyagatma Anubhava, this kind of moksha is also is eternal only. So because already he tasted the Lord's Paramanandam, but he doesn't want. You see, for him, it's nothing is remaining actually. Everything he has seen, but still he wants there. That's why he will be there only. So, but we can preach. That means because of our rebellistic nature, we came. That we do actually. We should do also. Otherwise, we cannot make so easily devotee. I mean, instead of you have to explain all these things. So all that means anadi and this chitta, buddhi, all there, and because of that, uh, actually you are getting a false identification. You are called by the avidya. Because of that only, you are getting influence of ahankara, and but you are very pure. So these things one can understand who are there in the sufficient amount of time and understood the various components, chitta, buddhi, ahankara, all. Then only. Otherwise, if you layman, if you make to them to understand, who doesn't have any idea of these things, all these elements, and it's quite difficult to convince them. So that's why, for the preaching sake, we should say, like in the case of Christianity, they say from the Eden, what is that Eden garden? Adam and what is that fruit? Adam, Adam and you. Achha, yes, what is that? So the Lord, they all became rebellistic and then they came, they were sent down. They are forbidden from that place. So it's very relating or not? It's very appealing actually. Like that, we should also preach. So you are rebellious to the Lord, and that's your. We should say that only. Otherwise, you cannot make it. So it's,
This point I'm clear with you, but regarding this
yeah,
liberator position, they are
yeah,
they won't come.
they won't come. That's the thing everywhere. Even in the previous chapter of the Gnani's case, we have seen na, Brahmananda they got. So whatever the highest thing already it has experienced it, but they don't want. But if we get the mercy of the devotee, then it can change the opinion. But for that, so where he doesn't have anybody, so how it can get the association? Gone case.
You said different stage also is not possible for a person to like people who follow yogic method process is not possible. They try to perfect their life, they achieve liberation, but still bhakti is not possible.
Still,
Bhakti because in the sense ki they are not got the mercy of. So still even devotion is not there actually. But yes, they are worshipping on the formula not by yogic practice.
yeah, that is not that's why they are worshipping the bhakti. They are getting the they are doing the smarana rupa bhakti, but that they didn't get from the pure devotee's heart, and that's why they are not knowing that this bhakti is only the ultimate, and even they are relishing that bhakti, but still they are rejecting because they are not getting the that means idea that this is the topmost and this you have to. That means obviously soul by himself it cannot decide this is the highest, this is the lowest.
In this case, don't they fall down from there because since they are not satisfied in that.
That's what I'm saying. So that is not the fundamental principle actually. Fundamental principle is krupa of the devotee is the fundamental principle that is making the jivatma to accept something. Most of the time we think that so jivatma so it is not satisfied. That's why it is coming out from that stage. That's why I'm requesting actually. I don't know. So many. Huh? No, not only Jivatma course, but the point is I am requesting that. So this is the principle actually. So one cannot even the Jivatma in this material world, even it will be there for infinite time. It will like that only. By automatically it cannot become devotee. That means now I'm something missing and I should become devotee. It's not going to happen. Everything will happen by the association only. That's the principle actually.
Yeah, he will do the bhog and that will continue.
This for infinite time, this same bhoga will be continued. Karma.
But don't they, I mean, of course they are liberated. Something is the big thing where they achieve it. But since they are not satisfied,
That is not going to happen. So
no, don't they take birth? No.
That's the point, Prabhu. Already see, they are really experiencing the pleasure from the Lord's beauty or not. They saw, and now but they rejected and they became that means situated in their own self, and they want that on.
No, how is the elevation?
Huh?
How is the elevation take? From there, is there any way they
No, that's all gone. That's a nirvana.
That's it forever.
That's it forever.
Oh my, that's a loss.
That's loss. It's a suicide. It is spiritual suicide. That's gone. Spiritually suicide. They committed suicide. And that's why Ati Nikrushta, why we will be using the word Ati Nikrushta, Rupa, sorry, Vishwanath is saying. Ati Nikrushta Yogi, why he is saying? He's giving a bad word for them. I am Vaishnava and he's giving a like a blaspheming word. Ati Nikrushta, he said, no, I show to you all of you.
Yes. Well, it is said only Narayan is free from this. Only Narayan is free from that state. How this yogi has such power that he can withdraw his mind from material energy also from Supreme Person also.
That's why until unless if you don't get Krupa, you cannot get attraction. Even if you get that attraction for some time, it will not be there. That is principle actually. That is the fundamental point. I am stressing that again and again. So someone's Krupa, that means the same level of that means the relisher, whoever is relishing highest pleasure. So such a person's anugraha is with on you, then only you can catch and hold it and continue. ये प्रिंसिपल है इसको आप लोग एकदम दिमाग में दबा कर रख दीजिए इसीलिए वैष्णव की संगति और कृपा सबसे प्राइम है एक्चुअली ये पॉइंट हम लोग में रेबलिस्टिक नेचर अभी भी है I can myself become devotee, or I can decide and I am not satisfied and I can go for this is what is the point of rebel. This is the mood of rebel, this is actually. So that's why we are fully dependent. We are nothing actually. We are infinitely small. We are nothing, and so anything is happening by the kripa of the Lord and the devotees. This is the main thing we should learn from here. Because the Maya is so trapping and it will make us to always go. Somehow subtly she will make a space. Beta is taraf aaja.
That is also last snare of Maya Vipal.
That's a very, very subtle. Maya is so subtle. That's when today I'm going to teach one purport. Okay, anyway. We are going to learn. Prabhupada only is going to. Yeah.
What is the Bhakti you told there?
But of course, Bhakti Yoga with no philosophical basis is more or less sentiment. Actually. Philosophical base should be very strong. See, I definitely all the various things also necessary, service and all, but parallelly philosophy also should be given. Bhakti philosophy, not the so-called philosophy. Our bhakti science should be very clear for us. That is my humble request for all of you. Actually, I am trying to so share that only. Okay, start class, please. देवहूतिरुवाच लक्षणं महदादीनां प्रकृते पुरुषस्य च स्वरूपं लक्ष्यते मीशां येन तत्पारमार्थिकम् यथा सांख्येषु कथितं यन्मूलं तत्प्रचक्षते भक्तियोगस्य मे मार्गं ब्रूहि विस्तरशः प्रभो. Translation. Devhuti inquired, my dear Lord, you already very scientifically described the scientifically described the yes, he explained scientifically. Describe the symptoms of the total material nature and the characteristics of the spirit according to the Sankhya system of philosophy. Now I shall request you to explain the path of devotion service, which is the ultimate end of all philosophical systems. She is asking again, after hearing everything, wow, okay, very nice. First of all, this chapter is summarized in a sloka. So, in this 29th chapter, we are going to study about this Saguna Bhakti and Nirguna Bhakti. Already we read Nirguna Bhakti. So, sloka number 32 in the chapter number 25. Devanam Guna, what is that? Devanam Guna Lingana. So, that sloka. So, that is telling about the Nirguna Bhakti. And in this chapter, again, we are going to study about definitions of Saguna Bhakti and Nirguna Bhakti again. And Saguna Bhakti we didn't study there, but now we are going to study this chapter. Saguna Bhakti also along with the Nirguna Bhakti we are going to study here. And respecting the various living entities. How to respect that also we are going to. Because in Vaishnavas, that means life, the most foremost thing is what? Saving themselves from the offenses. That means we don't know which devotee is in which type of body of the living entity. Because like Bharata Maharaj, he was there sometime in the deer body. Maybe sometimes Vaishnavas may be in the different like different insects or anything. So that's why we should be careful in avoiding the offenses. So that's why we should know how to respect the all the living entities and their categories. So according to their categories, we should also Taratamya is there. According to the category, also we should respect. We cannot make the Vaishnava and the dog in the same place and make them to sit same together and serve the food. So, but we respect both. But also, gradation is there. So now we are going to study in this chapter gradation of the living entities. Why we are studying about this? Only the reason is not to commit offense towards the living entities, so that we will be saving our bhakti. Otherwise, एक तरफ से बढ़ रहे हैं, दूसरा तरफ से काली कर रहे हैं. तो बस इतना काली हो जाते हैं कि कुछ है ही नहीं अंदर. काली होने के लिए बहुत बड़ा होल बन गया. So now in these two slokas, what mother is saying, she heard about already bhakti, yoga, and also gnana. Very nicely, she heard in 25th chapter itself, he cleared. And he gave just a list. Then after that, he gave definitions. And after that, once again, 26, 27, 28, he elaborately explained about the gnana yoga and ashtanga yoga. And 25th chapter, he explained about the Swabhaviki, Swabhaviki Bhakti. Remember all of you? All that? Yeah. Swabhaviki and Aswabhaviki Bhakti. All that means pure devotion types of the gradations of pure devotion, everything he explained. So after explaining all this, so now after hearing this all, mother also already know that means bhakti is only the highest. So that's why now she's whatever she has to practice, she wants to hear about once again. Sankyam yogam cha srutva punarukta anuvada purvakam swanishtayatvat. That means she now decided that she has to follow bhakti yoga only. So let me hear once again because she is going to implement that actually. So, so that means pakka ho jaye. So let it be clear. Let it be clear. So that's why she's asking again. So, my dear Lord, please explain me about this Bhakti Yoga. And also explain me about the types. Because maybe there may be different types, and I may do the cheap type, and I should not do that. Let me give the knowledge about the all the different types of bhakti. Otherwise, we will also cheat it. We may do the Karma Mr. Bhakti, think that we are doing the pure devotion. And life is over, then result is not there. So that's why types of the bhakti is also very important. I did a course on that Bhakti Prakara. If you have time, so please go through that. I am not advertising my courses, but I want to help only. I don't know because I don't have any motivation actually. I want to do Anya Vilasas in trying actually. I will try.
Sharing is caring.
Hmm?
Sharing is caring.
Yes, that's true. So, so here in this sloka, she is saying that I heard nicely about the definitions of Mahat. We heard what is the definition of Mahat? Mahat from the portion of Mahat only is known as what? Individual Jivatma it is given, then it is known as Chittam actually. And what is the properties of Chittam? It is always pure. And who is the Upasya? Vasudeva is Upasya and it's always pure. And so on, so all the things. And what is the role of the Chittam in the body?
Awareness.
General awareness. General awareness. And Buddhi? No, Buddhi. Dravya Vishesha? Vishesha Gnana. It means a specific knowledge about the object. This subject is this subject is that we will be getting by the Buddhi. And what is the mind? Sankalpa and Vikalpa. And what about the ego? Sense of I we are getting from there. So false sense of I. So like these various definitions we have heard, she's saying that even after hearing all these without bhakti, these are hearing also is equal to the useless. Because jnanis, even if they hear and if they do practice those, but if they don't practice the bhakti, will they get any result? No result. So that's why she is saying. So, my dear son, my dear Lord, you made me to hear all these things, but these are all also will successful without they cannot be successful without bhakti. So I want to hear that bhakti once again. She's asking like that. Okay, read the purport. So in this 29th chapter, the glories of devotional service are elaborately explained, and the influence of time on the conditioned soul is also described. The purpose of elaborately describing the influence of time is to detach the conditioned soul from his material activities, which are considered to be of simply a waste of time. In previous chapter, material nature, the spirit, and the supreme Lord, super soul are analytically studied. And in this chapter, the principles of Bhakti Yoga are devotional service. Okay, this we are going to study. Bhakti Yoga devotional service is the basic principle of all systems of philosophy. All philosophy which doesn't aim for devotional service to the Lord is considered merely mental speculation. That's why any other philosophies also without bhakti, they are all useless. But of course, Bhakti Yoga with Prabhupada is giving another side also. Bhakti Yoga is a really sentiments only. Bhakti means most of that means devotional, loving sentiments towards the Lord. But these loving sentiments should not be whimsical actually. Sruti, Smriti, Purana Pancharatra Vidim Vina, Hare Raikanti ki Bhakti ki Utpada eva kalpati. So that's why, what if, of course, Bhakti Yoga with no philosophical basis is more or less sentiment, and there is no philosophy without religion is a mental speculation, and religion without philosophy is a sentiment actually. So that's why bhaktas they should be having a thorough understanding. So that's why the eligibility for the pure devotion is what? The Dhrudashraddha. That means huh? Full means what is the definition of Dhrudashraddha? Shastrartha Vishwasa. That means a firm understanding, and also he is able to understand, and he can also teach, and he can explain anyone's any doubt he can clarify. So with the logic and Shastra very thoroughly. So such a strong faith one should get. So if you don't have such a strong faith, you cannot continue. So always 24 hours direct devotional services for the Lord. No, it is not possible. So that's why bhakti should be with the strong philosophy, devotional philosophy. It means philosophy means devotional philosophy. Deeply subtleties you should be very clear. So otherwise, that will be unknowingly allowing the Maya to attack on you. If you don't build a proper fencing, so and that means with the philosophy, with the devotional philosophy for the Bhakti Maharani, Bhakti Lata, you are building a proper fencing for that. That means you are knowing deeply the devotional principles. So that nothing can be attacked to that Lata. Otherwise, if there is a fencing either, but you open some spaces, then what will happen? All the some different cows and different animals will enter into that, and they will destroy this. So that's why make a strong fencing with the deep philosophy of the bhakti. अदरवाइज हम लोग सोचते हैं कि तो मैं तो पौधा लगा दिया, पानी तो रोज डाल रहा हूँ, लेकिन उसमें पौधा कोई फेंसिंग भी डाल दिया सोचते हैं, लेकिन उसमें छेद है पता नहीं, गैप्स हैं तो गया काम से. There are two classes of men. Some consider themselves intellectually advanced and simply speculate and meditate. That means they don't have Vaishnava Kripa. Simply takes the books of the Bhagavad Gita and so much speculation they keep on doing. So those people not getting any kind of essence. So because without the Vaishnava Kripa, studying the just even devotional books also, it will be just a mental speculation. Because their anarthas are there, and those anarthas will not allow them to study to get the essence of the bhakti, essence of that books. So that's why they need to remove that anarthas, they need the mercy of Vaishnavas. So that's why when we distribute books along with that, we should give also mercy. केवल बुक्स डाल के आ गए तो नहीं, उनकी झोली में बुक्स डाल के आना नहीं, मेर्सी भी देना. मेर्सी देने से ज्यादा होता है, कम नहीं होता. By distributing mercy, your heart will become more and more soft, and you can give more and more mercy. From this melted heart, more mercy flows. थोड़ा सा हार्ट थोड़ा कड़क है तो मेर्सी निकलता ही नहीं, उससे निकलेगा नहीं. So there, neither of these can achieve the highest goal of life, or if they do, it will take them many, many years. Vedic literature therefore suggests that there are three elements, namely the Supreme Lord, the living entity, and the eternal relationship. And the goal of the life is to follow the principles of bhakti, the devotion service, and ultimately attain to the planet of Supreme Lord in full devotion and love as an eternal servant of the Lord. Okay, we'll go to the next sloka. विरागो येन पुरुषो भगवान् सर्वतो भवेत् आचक्ष्वा जीवलोकस्य विविधा मम संस्कृति. Devuti continued, my dear Lord, please also describe in detail both for me and for people in general. Oh, wow, she is so compassionate. Huh? She started distributing to us also. No? She is considering us also. Huh? The continual process of birth and death. For by hearing of such a calamities, we may become detached from the activities of this material world. She is not only asking for herself, she is asking for all of us. So in this verse, the word samsruti is very important. Shreyas Sruti means the prosperous path of advancement towards the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And samsruti means so continued journey on the path of birth. And samsruti means path of is a flow of birth and death. People who have no knowledge of this material world, God, and their actual intimate relationship with Him are actually going to the darkest region of material existence in the name of progress of material advancement of civilization. To enter that we have seen in the Bhagavad Gita so many times, Prabhupada very clearly explains these modes, how they are acting, and they dragging them to the Tividam Narakasyeram. That means To enter the darkest region of material existence means to enter into the species of life other than human species. Okay, next. Any commentary? Sir? No. Chalo. Only this main in this chapter, we are going to study about this Saguna Bhakti and Nirguna Bhakti very detailed. Remaining places, very simple only. They are not having much deep insights. So we can cover it on. कालस्येश्वर रूपस्य परेषां च परस्य ते स्वरूपं गत कुर्वन्ति यद्धेतो कुशलं जनाः. Please also describe eternal time, which is representation of your form, and by whose influence people in general engage in the performance of pious activities. Kalasya Ishvara Rupasya Paresham cha Parasya. She is asking about the time. However ignorant one may be regarding the path of good fortune and the path down to the darkest region of ignorance, everyone is aware of the influence of eternal time. Time is, we have seen in the previous chapter also, time is the 25th element, no? Yes. 26 is Jivatma, 27 is Prakriti, 28 is Paramatma. Total 28 elements. So, what is the definition of Kala in the previously? Energy of Prabhavam, that means is the energy of the Lord. And in the 11th chapter, 3rd canto, we learned that Kala is the, what did it say? What did it do?
It influences it starts and destroys. Beginning and
Oh yeah, I said in that yesterday.
inactive state, brother, when
No, Kala, main role of Kala is what? And also I was saying,
activated.
asleep point nikala. Okay. Kala is bring the changes in the modes. Modes को ऊपर नीचे कौन करते हैं? Kala Shakti. When Lord glances, Kala Shakti entered into the Avyakta. Then the modes are first initially it was in Avyakta balanced state. When Kala Shakti entered, what happened? They disbalanced. Then it became pregnant. That is known as Pradhan. And then she gave a baby. Is known as Mahatta. So that's why Kala Shakti, and it is always continually working. Inside, Lord is there in the form of Paramatma and he is controlling, and outside, Kala is controlling. I said or not this? Outside, Lord is controlling in the form of Kala. So that's why Kala, what it does, it is bringing the changes in the modes. Like I said, there one example also. If you keep a tomato here, so in the Kala, it is going to what? Is now the Sattva is there, and after that, it is reducing the Sattva and increasing the Tamoguna. That is nothing but rotten. Rotten, that is the meaning of rotten. That means Kala is bringing the changes in the modes. So these three modes are not always in the same. So everyone is trying to go top actually. Like in the Bhagavad Gita, we see. So Rajoguna is defeating, remaining to Rajo, Sattoguna is trying to defeat, remaining to similarly Tamoguna. So, but who is assisting, who is helping them to go up and down? Kala is helping. Because of Kala and because of the Karya Karana Kartrutva, all these are all manifesting. But pure Jivatma unnecessarily claiming of all these things and suffering. I'm going speed, my words are very speed. Recently, someone said you are nowadays speaking very fast. No, no. Okay.
Yes.
No, you are all not first time, no? So that's why these concepts already once it is spoken, I can speak quickly. Revision only. Next. Lokasya mitya vitare cha chaksha chiram prasuptasya tamasya shri shantasya karmasu anuviddaya dhiya tvama virasi kilayo bhaskara. My dear Lord, you are just like the sun. For you illuminate the darkness of the conditional life of the living entities. Because their eyes of knowledge are not open, they are sleeping eternally in that darkness without your shelter. And therefore, they are falsely engaged in the actions and reactions of their material activities and they appear to be very fatigued. So it appears that Srimati Devavati, Gopal is writing, Lokasya Mityavi Matehe. That means she is thinking about the society. Huh? It appears that Srimati Devhuti, that glorious mother of Lord Kapila, is very compassionate for the regrettable condition of people in general who, not knowing the goal of life, are sleeping in the darkness of illusion. It is the general feeling of the Vaishnava or devotee of the Lord that he should awaken them. He should awaken them. That means we should go for preaching. Similarly, Devhuti is requesting her glorious son to illuminate the lives of the conditioned souls so that their most regrettable condition life may be ended. She is the mother sending her son to go for preaching. West mother. Huh? Without any regret, but she will regret in the chapter of 31st, 13 or 33, in the last. Like how the cow is separated from the calf, how it feels the same way she feels when Kapila is the leaving house. But it is out of the devotion actually, devotional attachment she was having. So, but anyway, she is now thinking for the whole society, and so she's saying that distributing this knowledge and awakening should awaken. Vaishnava should awaken all the sleeping entities. The Lord is described herein as a Yoga Bhaskara. That means how the sun is awakening all the different species on this earth. The same way now, Lord Kapila is a Bhaskara, Yoga Bhaskara, the son of the system of all yoga. Devahuti has already requested her glorious son to describe Bhakti Yoga, and the Lord has described Bhakti Yoga as the ultimate yoga system. Bhakti Yoga is the sun-like illumination for delivering the conditioned souls, whose general condition is described here. They have no eyes to see their own interests. They don't know that the goal of life is not to increase the material necessities of existence, because the body will not exist more than a few years. The living beings are eternal, and they have their eternal need. If one engages only in caring for the necessities of the body, not caring for the eternal necessities of life, then he's part of civilization whose advancement puts the living entities in the darkest region of ignorance. Like you see, the present constitution, which is running all the society, there is no point of the doing the devotion. But if you see Manusmriti, in the Manusmriti, what is the general instruction given by the Manu? Everyone Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasam, Sakyam, Atma Nivedanam. This Navada Bhakti is compulsory for the all four Varnas. Even if you see seventh canto, so Narada Muni, when from the seventh canto, 11th chapter onwards, Narada Muni explaining about the Varnashrama system. There, the 30 qualities of the society, everyone, every human being. In that, what he is saying, so Shravanam Kirtanam is the mandatory. That means Navada Bhakti is mandatory for the all the human beings. So same thing, even Manusmriti is also is quoting same way. The way Narada Muni Varnashram system is explaining, thus that he is not speculating. Manu is how he explains, same way he is explaining. Manu also mentioned in the Manusmriti. So Shravanam Kirtanam of the Vishnu is compulsory for everyone. So that means the constitution which run the society, it should be making compulsory everyone to do bhakti. But our constitution is only based upon what? Fundamental rights, so-called fundamental rights for the sense gratification. Offense means what here? If you disturb the other sense gratification, then that is offense. That's all. You that means hitting or just something. You are just putting mic and his sense gratification. You are stopping because they are on to sense gratify. They want to gratify senses, and you should not disturb. If you disturb, then that is illegal. That means their law system and their whole the system, whatever is running the society, is based upon on the name of fundamental rights. What they are protecting? They are protecting the individual's sense gratification. Nothing actually. No enlightenment, nothing. No further development of the jiva. And for that we are this party, that party. For that we are discussing. That's why we should have our own. No, our own country. Why party? We should have our own country. A country should be under us, no? Why they have to? We should rule country. What do you say?
That country will also again have some.
And but powerful Vaishnava can rule. That is going to happen. 10,000 years, how it will be going? Vaishnavas will be taking the role, complete control. Democracy will not run for many years. It is having a lot of loopholes, and also in this such a cheating age, the democracy is not going to be perfectly cannot be implemented because democracy is for the learned people. If 10 learned people are there and who knows the problems of things very deeply and also very mature, impartial, and in their case, democracy is best. They can select a proper leader. But all are cheaters and all the rogues, and they want to gratify their senses, and they are uneducated, and such a bunch of people. What kind of with them? What kind of democracy system you are going to implement? It's just a fun actually. Democracy for the highly elevated people. So that's why it's a deemed crazy. Demons crazy. That kind of system, how many days it will work? Already many civilizations came and gone. This also will go very soon. By that time, we should be ready with our own communities, with our own powers. मैं प्रोटेक्ट करना हमला का बात बाबा क्योंकि then democracy failed and when the all the what we say this police, what we say, this is defense, water, police, army, protection, everything is nobody is there to give protection. Then what you will do? Bankruptcy type, like means all the democracy is over and everyone became independent. Then for your community, if you don't have someone to protect, where you will go and take shelter? Many people already ready, they are making plan. All the this state is now for us and we don't want. Like that, everyone is planning their own communities and their own sect. We don't know, but we know we should be first to sense the what going to happen. But if we are not so much sensitive to the things, what is happening in the society, then there will be very danger actually. When the problem came, then you start digging the well, nothing is going to happen. We should have our own communities, we should have our own protection, self-sufficiency in all the ways. It's true, Prabhu. Actually, I am not exaggerating. This is true. It is going to happen. Already, very rapidly, society is falling. And also, parties and it's very instability. So even the so many groups, they are together and coming and making the government. So that's why, and so many have their own agendas, and there is no oneness actually. Then because of that, what is happening? The instability also. The whatever the government is unstable because many people's help is needed, many parties help, and all are very self-centered, and their energy is going only to manage their own boat. They don't have any time to see the welfare of the society like Mother Devhuti. They don't have any time. And
This will happen soon or
very soon. Very soon. We will witness definitely. Within 10-15 years, it's going to happen. Yeah, nothing is eternal actually here. These the two systems made by demons is very flickering actually. That name itself proposes democracy means human crazy. And the crazy, how many craziness will be there for only some time. Another craziness will come. And now also, how much percent of democracy is implemented? Less than 40%. According to the calculations, if you see, if you attend the IAS classes, they will be explaining. So because now how many people are going for the voting, and how many are educated among that, and how many even voted people, how many are educated are there? How many knows what is the agenda of the parties and what they want to do for us, what they want to do for us? How many of the knows, and how many are impartial? And in that, then how, like that, such a proper voting, how many people are doing? Nothing actually. Even we are simply thinking that it's a democracy. It's not already it is demonscracy. Demons are already ruling actually. And we are simply, oh, those people are, oh, they are our lords and their policies and their systems. And we are trying to adjust everything for their convenience and for their Krishna consciousness will make everyone independent actually. This bhakti is the best thing which will make real freedom, which will give. So that's why bhaktas can travel to any planet. Yes or no? But the karma, if you have karmis, they can maximum travel to the according to their karma, only Swarga or many certain things only. Jnanis only till Brahmajit. But bhaktas, they can go anywhere. So that means bhakti will make us very much free, and freedom it gives. And but we are binding ourselves into the someone's system. And we are becoming binded by this so many people, so-called people's structures. This really, I'm really, we should not be happy with this kind of situation. Please think about this.
What we
Huh? Hey, what we can do a lot actually.
solution
We,
Take my product.
yeah, actually. I think people should come from the every temple two, three at least for stay for 1 month in Mayapur and we give various trainings. Yeah. Yes. Okay, I'll go to the next sloka. Maitreya Uvacha iti maturvacha slakshnam pratinandya mahamuni avabhashe kuru sreshta pritastam karunadita. You know, our whole organization is one charitable trust. It's a society actually. It is under whom, you know? चैरिटेबल कमिश्नर कमिश्नर जब तक प्रसन्न है तब तक चलेगा जिस दिन वो 10 इसमें गलतियां दिखा कि इसमें ये नहीं वो नहीं ये सही नहीं हम सेटिस्फाइड नहीं वी आर टेकिंग अंडर आवर कंट्रोल और कुछ नहीं इट्स नथिंग एक्चुअली वी आर जस्ट we are delicately it is there actual situation huh? Independent man is that's why Prabhupada wanted everything should be like a Jan Chetana actually Prabhupada wanted. Instead of so much bureaucracy and centered in the very complex systems and bureaucracy, centralization, Prabhupada doesn't want it. Main point is Gar Gar Mandir Har Gar Mandir. हर घर को मंदिर बनाओ भाई क्या है समस्या हर जगह प्रचार करो और हर घर को मंदिर बनाओ लोग सब उधर कृष्णा कॉन्शियस हो जाए ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ये सब तो उन लोगों को अपना खुद का अन्न होगा और अपना खुद का चावल सब्जी होगा और अपना जो भी है भगवत गीता भागवत पढ़े और इंडिपेंडेंट रहे that means we should cultivate the self-sufficiency in the devotees also that thought should be cultivated. It should not that we are dependent on someone and if they don't give food and we cannot take food and we cannot do chanting. This kind of thing will not work actually. This mentality is still we are accepting their shelter and we are surrendered to them. That means we are not, that means in the 6 limbs of the Sharanagati, so one is the Karpanyam. That means, so feeling meekness. If you towards the Lord, we should feel, but we should not feel meekness in front of karmis. That is also equal to what? Not having the Drashraddha, not having Sharanagati. भगवान बोलते हैं मेरा मेरा शरणागति ले लो भाई उधर कहा जा रहे हम लोग बोलते हैं नहीं नहीं अभी हमको आपके ऊपर पूरा भरोसा नहीं थोड़ा उधर भी थोड़ा एक पैर उधर भी रख के और उसको एक पैर इधर रखे That's why we should cultivate. This movement is having a lot of scope. It's like a revolutionary movement. Our philosophy is very powerful. सही ढंग से preaching करेंगे तो खून खोल जाएगा actually. ऐसा हो जाता है एक्चुअली. This is having that much power and such a principles are there in this. It's like a very powerful message is there in this moment. लोग उसको टच करना चाहिए और उसी को प्रीच करना चाहिए. It will automatically make a Ram Rajyam. It will automatically make. If you we strongly, boldly, whatever is there, if you preach as it will make. But we are having less confidence and we are not having the full faith on the Lord, and ourselves we are stopping actually. Not allowing this movement to evolve naturally as a big society.
General people will not accept the Sattva. Why they accept? They want sense gratification. And we tell them,
No, this has having the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu already declared 500 years back. Hey, every village and every town is mine. He already said. मेरा नाम प्रचार होगा. और कौन है हम लोग रोकने वाले? वो ऑलरेडी डिक्लेयर करके चले गए. Just we have to be like Krishna says, no, already fighting is over. Arjun just fight and get the credit. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu already, I did preaching of everyone and just to get the credit. We don't want to take credit, then what we can do? So declaration already done na, by the main hero. Why we have to think about every village is Krishna conscious village. Decided already. So Sri Maitreya said, "O best amongst the Kurus, the great sage Kapila, moved by great compassion and pleased by the words of his glorious mother, spoke as follows." Let us see what he spoke. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Bhakti Yogo Bahuvidho Margair Bhamini Bhavyate Swabhava Guna Margena Pumsam Bhavo Vibhadyate. Lord Kapila, the personality of God, had replied, "O noble lady Bhamini, there are multifarious paths of devotional service in terms of different qualities of the executor. Bhakti is only one only, that's a transcendental. But the qualities of the bhakti is changing based upon the quality of the executor. Next. अभिसन्धाय योनिंसां दम्भं मात्सर्यमेव वा संरम्भी भिन्न दृग्भावं मयि कुर्यात् स सामसः. Devotional service executed by a person who is envious, proud, violent, and angry, and who is a separatist, is considered to be in the mode of darkness. थोड़ा सा इधर कमेंट्री है. तत्र प्रथमं तामसीं भक्तिं लक्ष्यन् भक्तिः तामसी स्यात् इति वक्तुम् अनौचित्यात्. That means tamasa bhakti, it is not looking good, na? Bhakti cannot be tamasi. No. So that's why Kapila also doesn't want to say it's a tamasi bhakti. So he's saying that tamasa, instead of attributing the bhakti, he is attributing that to the
Quality.
no, performance. Perform. Tamasa he is saying. In the sloka you can see tamasa is. Yeah. So अभिसंधाय संकल्प्य संरंभी क्रोधी भिन्न भेददर्शी स्वस्मिन्निव परस्मिन् अपि सुख दुःखं समानं न पश्यति. Here भिन्नदृक् means, that means who sees separatist means in his life pain is his pain is different and others pain is different, and his happiness is different and others happiness is different. He will not see that pain and pleasure equally with him and others. अपने लिए दुख लगते तो दुख मानते हैं, दूसरों को दुख को आए क्या है this is भिन्न दुख. Swasminniva. That means he will not see pain and pleasure of others as his own pain and pleasures. That's the problem actually. He is a Vedadarshi. And such a person, an angry person, with some determination, he will be doing the bhakti. That is known as tamasi. So, okay, and he is a tamasa bhakta. माने किसी को मारेंगे, किसी को खत्म करना है, किसी को फिनिश करना है इसके लिए, because he is seeing their pain as his own pain. So in the Brihanaradi Purana, Tamasa Bhakti is explained actually here. So it is having once again 3 categories. So what are those is explained here. Yaschanyasya vinashartam bhajite shraddhaya harim phalavat prithvi pala sa bhaktis tamasa adhama. Tamasa adhama, tamasa madhyama, tamasa uttama. Tamasa adhama means anyasya vinashartham shraddhaya harim bhaje. To destroy others, someone worship Hari to destroy others, then that is known as tamasa adhama. Next, yo archayet kai tavadhiya swairini swapatim yatha narayanam jagannatham savai tamasa madhyama. So, like a prostitute wife, how she serves her husband, same way, someone who is having such a prostitute mentality, that means they don't have avyabhichari bhava towards the Lord. So that means they are having the faith on the other demigods also, and they are also worshipping the Lord. So their worship of the Lord is known as tamasa madhyama. Deva puja paran drishtva spardaya yorchaye dharim shrunushva prithivim pala sa bhaktis tamasottama. So by seeing some demigod worshippers, so someone feeling some kind of competition towards that and worshipping the Hari. Someone may be doing in their village some the Durga Pandal, Durga Maya, and now he is doing same Pandal for Hari and doing. So this kind of bhakti out of the demigod worshippers worship. So feel the spardha means competition, and if he does bhakti out of that competition mentality, this is known as tamasa uttama. Like that, you can have rajasa madhyama, rajasa adhama, raja madhyama, rajasa uttama. Similarly, satvika, adhama, madhyama, uttama. Total 9 types. Probably can it be 9 into 9, 9 into 9? But here 9 only said in the coming slokas. Many people they say probably 9 into 9, 18, 18 into 18. Sorry, 81, 19, 9, 88, 81, 81 into 81. But I don't know those, no reference. Many people they say, but here only 9 is said. 9 types. That means Saguna Bhakti is 9 types, it is said. Because without reference, that means if you going for the more permutations or more combinations, then you have to show that in the Shastra. That means tamasa madhyama, tamasa madhyama uttama. Then you show the definition of that in the Shastra. Only speculation is no.
And these 9 are which one?
9 we get in the Brihanaradi Purana. So now, one who approaches Supreme Lord to render devotional service, but who is proud of his personality, envious of others, same thing we have seen this. So Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur advises that Vaishnava who is not of good character should be avoided. A Vaishnava is one who has taken the Supreme Personality of Godhead as the ultimate goal of life. But if one is not pure and still has motives, then he is not a Vaishnava of the first order of the good care. So that's why Anyabhilasha Sunyam. If you associate the Vaishnava who is having some motivations, like Tamasa, Rajasa, they are all having motivations. So if you associate such a motivated person, maybe some leader actually, on the previous time also I said. So he is motivated by the name fame. And if you associate with such a devotee, and if you always takes his association, in you also same kind of devotion will come. Spardha, that means, yes, instead of pleasing the Lord, we always try to compete, and try to compete means to get the name and fame. Competition is for what? I should get more name, I should get more fame. That means the principle is missed because they are motivated devotees. So if you should avoid such an association. One who is not of a good character should be avoided. A Vaishnava, one who has taken the Supreme Personality of Godhead as the ultimate goal of life, but if he is not pure and still has motives, then he is not a Vaishnava of the first order of good character. One may offer his respects to such a Vaishnava because he has accepted Supreme Lord as the ultimate goal of life, but one should not keep company with a Vaishnava who is in the mode of ignorance, passion, or the goodness. Vaishnava should be in the mode of Visuddha Sattva. So all these are also, that means someone Vaishnava is always focusing on the liberation. That means coming out from the material miseries. And his Chaitanya is like that. And if you associate with, and he's doing very nicely devotion, all sadhana. But from his association, you cannot get the pure devotion. And even such a devotee cannot make pure devotee. अपने पास नहीं तो कैसे देंगे दूसरा? प्योर डिवोटी का सीड आपके पास आना है तभी जाकर, आपके पास बीज ही नहीं तो दूसरों को आप वो बीज दे ही नहीं सकते. इसीलिए शुद्ध भक्ति का बीज जिसकी हृदय में है, जिसकी हृदय में शुद्ध भक्ति है, वही दूसरों की हृदय में शुद्ध भक्ति का बीज वपन कर सकते हैं. यदि हम लोग मोटिवेटेड रहेंगे नाम के लिए, प्रतिष्ठा के लिए, धन के लिए, स्त्री के लिए, नहीं तो कुछ भी हो, नहीं तो पेट चलाने के लिए, नहीं तो जस्ट कुछ ना कुछ मेंटेन करना है, इसीलिए भक्ति करना है, तो उससे उनकी मुंह से ऐसा पावरफुल वाणी नहीं आता है जिससे सामने व्यक्ति शुद्ध भक्ति में आ सके. So we cannot make pure devotees. They cannot make pure devotees. So that's why we should be pure. Purity is the force. Pure means what? Purity means what? Purity in the heart. Actually, anyabhilashta sunyam jnana karmadi anavritam is the purity. Anyabhilasha should not be there, and also our bhakti should not be covered by the our another things, jnana and karma. It should be like a bright and effulgent. Okay. Vishayanabhisandhaya yasha aishwaryameva va acharya archadavarchetyo mam prudakbhava sarajasaha. The worship of deities in the temple by a separatist with a, that is Vinnadarshi, Pratak Bhava, with a motive for material enjoyment, fame, and opulence is devotion in the mode of passion. That means I can build a big temple and people, everyone will be respect me. I am the temple president, and so that I can get the name, fame. This kind of devotion is what? Rajasa Bhakti.
For name and fame.
Name and fame, especially material enjoyment, fame. ऐसे तो प्रेसिडेंट बनने के बाद आराम से एसी में बैठ सकते हैं, फ्लाइट में जा सकते हैं, कितना फैसिलिटीज हैं. अभी हम लोग अभी तक कितना दिन ऐसा रहेंगे, जीवन में कुछ दिन तो सेटल होना चाहिए. ये कर्मी मेंटालिटी है. भक्त में सोचते सेटल होना चाहिए. क्या सेटल होंगे, क्या सेटल होंगे? आप इधर आके सेटल होने के लिए क्या है? तो कम से कम अपना सेंटर रहेगा तो अच्छा है. आजकल ऐसे सेंटर बहुत आ रहे हैं. क्यों? मोटिवेशन क्या है? यही है, मेंटेन material enjoyment, motivation, fame, opulence is the very worst actually. Rajasa categories you don't know actually. It is not mentioned. In Brother Naradi it is there. Rajasa also having 3 types, but it is not here. So that's why motivation should be, जितना purity चलते जाएगा उतना मुश्किल होता रहेगा सोसाइटी को मेंटेन करना. कोई किसी का बात सुनेंगे नहीं, तब लोग अपना अपना मोटिवेशन सेपरेटिस्ट. ओके. सेपरेटिस्ट मीन इसमें क्या होता है? उसमें सेपरेटिस्ट का आ गया ना, बिनदर्शी तामसी में. वो तो क्योंकि अपना दुख और दूसरे दुख को समान नहीं मानते, वो बिनदर्शी, वो तामस वाले. इधर का क्या है कि Prutak means mattah anyatra vishadishu eva. Prutak darsha means, that means mattah anyatra vishadishu eva spruha yasasa. That means instead of having the desire for the Lord, he is having the desire for the other material things. That's a prutak darshi. Separatist.
अलग कुछ देख रहा है, अलग तरीके।
इस श्लोक में क्या है? सो पृथक भाव है ना, यही सेपरेटिस्ट है ना। सेपरेटिस्ट माने अलग करके, माने भगवान में इच्छा नहीं रहना है, बाकी चीजों में इच्छा रहना, यही पृथक भाव माने ये। So that's why we should always emphasize on the purity of the devotion. In our lectures, most of the lectures, our lectures should be focused on the purity of the lectures, purity of the bhakti. So we should understand first what is pure devotion, which is explained in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, nectar of devotion, and that should be emphasized. So that all the motivations of the all the practitioners will be, because they don't know also sometimes. Until unless if you don't explain them, this is also it's also against the Anyabilasha Sunyam. They don't know, then they will be thinking it is also part. And their consciousness will not understand this is the against the Anyabilasha Sunyam. That's why you have to very clearly, thoroughly oneself understand what is pure devotion, and also explain that to the others and whoever. That means that should be emphasized. Then that will bring the purity actually. So by this one, automatically cooperation and everything will be achieved. So emphasis should be on that. So that means those who came for the 2, 3, 4 years already over in the mission. So basic philosophy they know. Then after that, we should emphasize on what is pure devotion, how to get, and what is the goal for that, what is the process. That should be again and again should be hit. So then they will be Shraddha also will become strong, and they'll understand path clearly, and they can get the benefit. The word separation must be understood carefully. The Sanskrit word in this connection are Bhinnadruk or Prutak Bhava. A separatist one who sees his interest as separate from that of Lord Supreme. है ना? भगवान में इच्छा नहीं, लेकिन खुद का में इच्छा है, ईश्वर में इच्छा है. Mixed devotees or devotees in the mode of passion and ignorance think that the interest of Supreme Lord is supplying the orders of the devotees. That's why they are always motivated. The interest of such devotees is to draw from the Lord as much as possible for their sense gratification. Because see, this our chitta is having the samskaras from the anadi, that means millions and millions of lives, and these are all very, very strongly are there. Even a 1 second also time is there, immediately they will come and sit and they start influencing. So that's why it's again and again to remember the pure consciousness, how it looks. Like in the case of the pure devotees, if you see in the Bhagavatam and in the various places, so Nanaka Prishtam, Naparameshtam, like this, many, many places, how the pure devotees are praying, and so their consciousness is there. That again and again, again and again, again and again. So every time you keep on, you are just trying to remove the mala and it is coming, removing, coming, removing, coming. It's always so much is there, na? Like you, it's a big pile is there, and now you remove 2, 3 things, and from the top, another 10 things are falling. Like this. Keep on capturing it. Conscious always. So that's why one should be always cautious about this. What is pure devotion? And that should be consciously should be again and again practiced. Actually, pure devotion is explained in the previous chapter. Yes, na? Previous chapter means 25th chapter, 32nd sloka. Devanam Gunalinganam, that sloka. The mind of the Supreme Lord and the mind of the devotee should be devotee. A devotee should not wish anything but to execute the desire of the Supreme. That is oneness. That's a nirvana means he said, Prabhupada said this. There he gave this line. Next. कर्म निर्हारमुद्दिश्य परस्मिन् वा तदर्पणम् यजयेद्यष्टव्यमिति वा पृथग्भावः स सात्विकः. when a devotee worships the Supreme Personality of Godhead and offers the results of his activities in order to free himself from the inebrities of fruitive activities, his devotion is in the mode of goodness. Now I will explain this. This is having the little Sattviki Bhakti. कर्म निर्हारम कर्मक्षय उद्देश्य यो युजेत यस्य भक्तेः कर्मक्षय एव प्रयोजनम् इत्यर्थः परस्मिन् why he is doing his bhakti? Karma nirhara means what is written there? For the destroying karma. That means he wants to come out from the clutch, the karma bandhana. He wants to come out from the karma bandhana. So then what he will be doing? So such a person will be doing, that means whatever karma he is doing, he has to offer that results to the Lord. And also he will be doing what? Bhakti means he's doing bhakti, na? That means Shravana Kirtana Rupa Bhakti. So then this kind of bhakti is known as what? He is doing Shravana Kirtana Rupa Bhakti and also he is doing karma and offering. Yeah, it is a Suddha Bhakti? No, because this is his heart. In this heart, Shravana Kirtana Rupa Bhakti is there. But also what is there? In his heart space, there is space for karma. But Lord what wants? He wants Sarvam Parityajya, Sarvadharman Parityajya, Mamekam Sharanam means you completely take out so space for all other things and keep me only and serve me only. That is his demand. So, but he is having the space for the karma also. So, and he wants to come out from the clutches of, come out from this bondage from the karma. So that's what he has to do. He is offering the results of karma to the Lord. So, and also he is doing the Shravanam Kirtanam. But he is not the Nishkama Karma Yogi. What is the difference between Nishkama Karma Yogi and he? Nishkama Karma Yogi is only doing the karma and offering. That's all. And also, what kind of offering will be doing? Just know the detachment. Just give up.
Purpose is just
Dumping. Yes. So just to give it up. But here is he like that? He's not. That's why he cannot be Nishkama Karma. He is doing what? Shravana Kirtana Rupa Bhakti also, along with that karma. Huh? No, but he's not attached to karma and he wants to come out from that. But for that, he is doing the Shravana Kirtana, Rupa Bhakti. So that's why he is known as Karma Mishra Bhakta. Like Prabhuji said, yes, he's a Karma Mishra Bhakta. So that means, so he is doing the regular Bhakti. Yastavyam means he is doing regularly Shravana Kirtana Rupa Bhakti. And also, that means devotees who are doing the regularly, so chanting and hearing, and also doing the karma, and but they want to come out from this. So, इस सब छोड़ के भगवत धाम चले जाना है. इसके लिए भक्ति कर रहे हैं, इसका अर्थ क्या है? वो लोग exactly fit होते हैं इसमें. Those who are doing the regularly chanting, hearing, that means Shravana Kirtana Rupa Bhakti they are doing, and doing the karma, and they want that finally, so Lord should deliver them from this middle world and take them to the Golok Vrindavan. So this is the idea. Then what is this kind of bhakti? Karmishra bhakti. This is because their desire is not serving the Lord eternally. Their desire is
free from this world.
Free from this world. That kind of bhakti is sattviki bhakti. But we want pure devotion. That means that Shravana Kirtanadi not for the liberation's sake. That should be for the pleasing the Lord. Anukulyani Krishna Anusilana. And also there should not be any karma. That means in his heart there is no space for karma. If in the heart there is a space for the karma, that means he's doing karma. If he has space for the karma in the heart, means his bhakti is covered with what now? That in the heart, So bhakti is there, Shravana Kirtanadi, and also space is there for the karma. So then this karma is reflecting on this bhakti. Bhakti is like a crystal, and karma is like a red cloth. Then this crystal will become what? Reddish or not? So that's why it is not a pure bhakti. It is what? Karma Mishra Bhakti.
This happens to people in generally, or when it comes to
No, it's not happening or not happening. This is the definition. Whoever is falling under this, they are karma Mishra.
Is this applicable to full-time devotees like us also?
If in the heart there is a material motivation, then gone.
So what
Can be Rasa Bhakti?
motivations will come?
Huh?
What material motivation?
Like I want, like in the Rasa Bhakti we have seen, no? I said Rajasa Bhakti, someone in name, fame, and this is the motivation behind the doing devotion. Then that's Rajasa Bhakti. Selflessly.
But this desire to go back home
Is also moksha.
वही तो बोल के प्रीच करके लाते हैं
Huh?
वही तो
वो तो शुरुआत में बोल सकते, no problem. Even Rupa Goswami gave sanction to us. So in the beginning of the pure devotion, before beginning, so one can use the take help of jnana and others. You are not body, you are soul. Those things you can teach. But you should also inform them about the pure devotion. But you can take the help of karma, jnana, and vairagya. So that's why in our diagram, this is what? This is Daiva Varnashram means we do everyone immediately they cannot become pure devotees. Their heart is not free from the karma, jnana, and all everything. So all the upadhis still will be there. और मेरे मम्मी है, मेरा बच्चा है, मेरा पापा है, मेरा ये है, वो है, सभी तो रहता है ना हृदय में. So that means if you have space for all these means in that heart whatever bhakti is there, that is not pure bhakti. क्योंकि हृदय को 10 लोगों को बांट दिया और वो उधर बोल रहे हैं कि मेरे लिए चाहिए, मेरे अतिरिक्त किसी को नहीं देना है, और उनका डिमांड वो है, और आप 10 लोगों को बांट के और मेरा प्योर डिवोशन कैसे बोलेंगे? हाउ कैन यू से इट्स अ प्योर डिवोशन? सर्वधर्मान परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणम. नो स्पेस फॉर एनीवन एल्स. सर्वोपाधि विनिर्मुक्तम तत्परेण निर्मलत्वम ऋषिकेन ऋषिकेश्वर. दैट इज भक्ति. नारद पंचरात्र, नारद मुनि से. Otherwise not bhakti. Uttama, bhaktama kitmana is Narada Muni means bhakti means uttama only. So that's why he's saying that bhakti means what? Sarvopad vinirmukto. Your heart should be free from all the upadhis.
Even aspiration to return to the kingdom of Lord.
That is liberation. But yeah, because even you have studied in this also. Even the devotees, they don't desire for the, so going for the Golok Vrindavan also. They want to serve. But since there is a direct service is there, so only for the sake of service they are going, not for the sake of the fear of the material miseries. So if one is having the mood of, that means coming out from the material miseries, that is the motivation to do the devotion, then that is a mumukshata is there in him, desire for the liberation, mumukshata. One should be free from all this. That's why certainly we should discuss what is Anyabhilasha Sunyam. When we keep on going through these various Vaishnavas, pure devotees in the Bhagavatam, so like Kapila and also Maitreya and all these Brahmaji, so they keep on defining again and again this pure devotion. If you keep on hearing, then so clarity will be coming day by day, day by day. That's why subtle studies, very scrutinizingly one should study the books. अदरवाइज वैसा ही रहेगा अंदर सब कुछ जो मिसकंसेप्शंस हैं. तब तो अभी तो बोल रहा हूँ. यस यस आई एम कमिंग देयर. So then when he started, that means why he will be offering the karma? Because his motivation is what? Coming out from the bondage of karma, na? So destroying karma. So that's why he is doing karma and offering that to the Lord. Parameshware tadarpanam tasya karmano hi arpanam. So he will be offering that. He will be doing his duties, and also he will be doing like how he does the duties, same way he is doing Savana Kirtana Rupa Bhakti also. That means in the fixed ways. That means this many rounds, this much japa, this much. But by doing that, what will happen at certain point of time? Change.
The same like karma yogi only.
He is not Nishkam Karma yogi. Because Nishkam Karma yogi will not do regular Shravanam Kirtanam. Na? That's the difference. Yastavyam sarvesham nitya vidhi praptatven avashyameva kartavyam swashrama karmavat tad yajanamiti buddhyeva swashrama dharma acharana purvakam yoyajat. That means he'll be doing the bhakti and he'll be doing his karma and also he's doing as a dharma, as a duties, he's doing the bhakti also. Shravanam kirtanam. So sakshat bhakti. So and he is desiring for the coming out from this. Evam esha navavidhayo saka. So such a bhakti is known as is the saguna bhakti. So like this satviki bhakti. Satviki bhakti is also having the three types. So among these all 9, which is the best? Satviki Uttama is the best one. Tatra Satviki Bhakti Kasachit. Now we are going further details about Satviki Bhakti. He is asking, who is asking now? Gnana. So Satviki Bhakti, if you keep on doing, so what will happen? So Karma Arpanam, he is perfectly is able to do. That means how he'll be doing the Karma Arpanam? He'll be doing Karma Arpanam the way. So that means he wants to detach him from the Karma. Na? So that's why he'll be offering the whatever results are coming that to the Lord. So, like how the Nishkam Karma Yogi does. By doing this Karma Arpanam, then what will be he'll be getting? He'll be getting the Gnana. Nishkam Karma, if you do Karma Arpanam, what you will be getting? Because Karma Arpanam, what happens? Whatever the good are coming, bad are coming, you are giving everything to the Lord, then what will happen? That means Kartrutvam also you stop. I explained yesterday in the Nishkam Karma Yoga how happens. What is happening? By keep on doing Nishkam Karma Yoga, the avidya goes out. That means Gnana increases. So now they come to the Gnana platform. You're understanding? Now they leave the karma. Now they will become what? Gnana Mishra Bhaktas. You understood?
So by following the bhakti process, it is always step by step. Gradually they stop doing karma.
And also continue Shravana Kirtana Rupa Bhakti. So at certain point of time, they like how the Nishkam Karma Yogis, they leave the karma and become the Gnana platform. Now they are also leaving the karma and they are practicing Gnana. Because they understood now they are themselves as a soul by the Karmarpanam. Gnana, Karmarpanam will lead to the Gnana. Yes or no? Vidya, coming to the Vidya, that means Gnanam.
Already they are getting Jnana by using Bhakti Jnana. Bhakti Jnana already they are taking. So which Jnana is it? Karma is only for livelihood.
First of all, they are not in the association of pure devotees. Okay? They are not in the, that's why they don't know Bhakti is the goal of the life. They know that liberation is their main goal. So for that, what they are doing, so they are doing this Shravana Kirtana Rupa Bhakti. Shravanam, okay? This is clear. Everyone is Shravana Kirtana Rupa Bhakti means direct devotional service is doing. This is direct devotional service. Plus, so they want karma, that means detachment from the karma means what? They are still doing karma or not? Yeah. And they do the karma and they do what? They do offer that to the Lord. So, but these kind of people, will they know that their life is meant for only the Lord and they should serve the Lord and everything is meant for the Lord or pledged only? If that is the goal, can they do this karma and they want to become detached from the karma? Can they think? No. That means they don't know pure devotional service. This is clear? They don't know what is pure devotional service. Now they are just doing karma and offering to the Lord and also doing the like how they do karma punctually, they are also doing the karma Shravana Kirtana Rupa Bhakti. At certain point of time, they will become the perfect in the offering their karma. So that will lead to what? Gnana means what? I am not, I am soul. So this kind of knowledge only will come. Na? Gnana means you should always remember that Tvam Padartha Gnana, Tat Padartha Gnana, ऐक्य ज्ञान. अरे बार बार भूल जाते हैं आप लोग. संस्कृत क्या है? तो त्वम पदार्थ ज्ञान मीन्स आई एम नॉट बॉडी, आई एम सोल. तत्पदार्थ ज्ञान मीन्स Brahman, so is the absolute truth. And ऐक्य ज्ञान means so soul and Brahman are one. This is the jnana. All the time you should remember, wherever it comes, jnana means this. Jnana Mr. Bhakti, jnana means this only. That means this is there now with him. And also Shravana Kirtana Drupa Bhakti is there. So then that is known as what?
How everybody learn this Ravana Kirtana? They also Jnani also they also.
Bhava, they got the some association like this kind of people in the society. They are also liberation working and they advanced and they are teaching to them.
That is this.
Many combinations are possible. That's why mother is asking, na, explain all the types. बहुत पॉसिबिलिटीज हैं और एक भी पॉसिबिलिटी है मैं तो इसमें तो बहुत है भक्ति प्रकार कोर्स थोड़ा सा सुनिए आप बहुत अच्छा रहेगा I took so many hours Prabhuji and this is only one type. Now see someone is doing the karma and also doing the Shravana Kirtanadi but for the pleasing Lord then he is known as Bhakti Matra Kama Karma Mishra Bhakti. This is what Kaivalya Kama Karma Mishra Bhakti. Once again there is another subtleties. विधि स्कोप नहीं है इसमें भी ज्यादा नहीं है टाइम भी नहीं है और okay but what happened okay one second fish sleep now I will not take any questions so because it's a very important this sloka next sloka if I explain then my work is done then I can take flight actually all of you but this is the main focus area actually. So here karma mishra bhakti, so that means he is doing karma mishra bhakti and he is doing the offering of his karma. At certain point of time he will be so leaving that karma and entering into the gnana. If this gnana is very little, that means he is doing the gauna, that means little gnana, that means he is not giving so importance for the gnana, but he is giving importance to the Shravana Kirtana Rupa Bhakti, then what will happen? So गुणाभाव ज्ञान से गुणाभावे स्वप्राधान्य ज्ञान मिश्र then he is known as what ज्ञान मिश्र भक्ता yes or no not the bhakti mishra gnani who is bhakti mishra gnani अरे ये थोड़ा सा भक्ति मिला दिया ज्ञान इज प्रधान ना ज्ञान इज द प्रधान एंड भक्ति इज लिटिल
जो भक्ति करते हैं
हाँ
यहाँ का भक्ति भी मतलब कृष्णा का हियरिंग
हाँ करते लेकिन वो तो थोड़ा सा गुणीभूत है
तो वो भी तो जानते होंगे तो ड्यूटी है ना जिससे सुनते होंगे वो माला करने गीता पढ़ने
नहीं वो उन्हीं का जैसा लोग भी जैसा भी कर्मकांडी लोग भी भागवत गीता पढ़ते हैं भागवत पारायण करते हैं बनारस आ जाओ तब सब दिखाते हैं कुछ भी भक्ति फिक्ति नहीं बस लोग पैसा के लिए भी विष्णु सहस्त्र नाम पाठ करते हैं है ना बहुत कुछ करते हैं वो सब उसको भक्त नहीं बोलना है बनारस में जाए पता चल जाए
इधर ही लैपटॉप में टेक्निकल प्रॉब्लम होता है
तो बहुत वेराइटीज होते हैं प्रभु सोसाइटी में दैट्स व्हाई वी शुड नो टाइप्स ऑफ भक्ति वो लोग किस कप में डालना है हम लोग समझ में अदरवाइज विल थिंक दैट ओ अरे भक्ति कर रहे हैं तो भक्त हैं वैष्णव नहीं ऐसा नहीं होता है ओम पवित्र पवित्र वो मंत्र तो श्री विष्णु कर्मकांडी रोज जब भी वो तो संध्या वंदन करते बोलते हैं मंत्र तो क्या भक्त बोलेंगे उनको विष्णु नाम तो ले रहे हैं करके नहीं वो क्यों बोल करते हो तो वो जो कर्म जो भी है वो संध्या वंदन है संध्या वंदन में वो एक लिंब है उनके अनुसार वो भगवान श्री विष्णु मन द्रव्य शुद्धि होगा और देह शुद्धि होगा बस उसके लिए नाम लेना है बस नाम का महत्व उतना ही ऐसा नहीं कि भगवान सुप्रीम पर्सनालिटी ऑफ गॉड हेड है और वही सर्वेश्वर है उन्हीं के लिए हमारा जीवन है मैं उनका दास हूँ कोई नहीं वो फीलिंग नहीं रहती तो उसको भक्ति नहीं माना जाता तो कर्मकांड का एक अंग है
एक बार कृष्ण नाम ले
प्रभु वो उसके लिए तो क्या है ना उसमें तो कंडीशंस है उसमें भी कई वेराइटीज हैं ऐसे नहीं उसमें कई उसमें हरिनाम चिंतामणि में आता है बहुत रहते उसमें विचार वो एक नाम है उसको रिजेक्ट भी करते रिजेक्ट माने ये भक्त नहीं हो सकते हैं ऐसा करने वाले यही भक्त हैं करके भी बोलते हैं उसमें फाइनली हरिदास ठाकुर yeah so that is only to not to offend the people so that be cautious that but who is karma kandi so he is taking the names all the time but he is not a devotee actually Because for them,
Here you refer devotee money purely God.
devotee means pure devotee. That is a Vaishnava language. Gaudiya Vaishnava devotee means pure devotee. Bhakti means शुद्ध भक्ति. भक्ति रसाम सिंधु पहले ही वो पहले शब्द कर दिए. मेरे लिए कोई कर्म मिश्र भक्ति ज्ञान में कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं है. अन्याभिलाष शून्य ज्ञान कर्माध्ययनावृतो अनुकूल कृष्णानुसार. It is the definition of bhakti, and whatever the discussing I am doing further, all this comes under this only. Sadhana, sadhya, all bhakti should be under satisfying this condition only. And I am not at all interested in any karma gnana mishra bhaktis. वो तो पहले ही बोल दिया हम लोग. That's why I said this is the topmost book that has to be read again. So let me go further, please. बहुत स्लो कर दिया.
एनओडी का ऑनलाइन क्लास की
ऑनलाइन कोई नहीं है.
हम आएंगे जरूर आएंगे, बिल्कुल आएंगे.
उसमें केवल अन्याभिलाष शून्य एक सीखना है बस, उससे काफी हो जाएगा. काम बहुत हो जाएगा.
तो आपका क्लास ऑलरेडी होगा.
वो तो है लेकिन कोई देखेंगे नहीं, हमको पता. इसी सही कहा जी प्रभु, 3 घंटा को देखते हैं 8 मिनट, फिर कौन सुनेंगे 3 घंटे. Nobody is interested actually. Because I see now the statistics, analytics in the YouTube channel analysis will be there. No, that's 20 hours, 30 hours, one video. 20 भी नहीं रहते. 10 hours.
नहीं इसीलिए बोल रहा जनवरी में आप.
So actually physical presence is only important.
Physical presence only is the best thing actually. कुछ भी नहीं होता बाकी. कम से कम दया कृपा होता है, इतना दूर से आए थोड़ा सा जाके सुने करके. इतना दूर से आए बेचारा,
प्रसाद भी नहीं दिया.
So this person when he turned to the karma, turned to the gnana, Prabhu please. So karma turned to the gnana, then if this gnana is little and bhakti is only the more, then he is known as gnana mishra bhakta only. Bhakta, gnana mishra bhakta. So then what is the result for them? Shantarati they can get. Outcome is Shantarati. Hey, one time I said, "No, here Shantarati, what it?" Huh? Actually, in that notes it will be there. Prabhu. One last class notes it will be there. Shantarati in Hyderabad I said actually.
What detail?
So, no, simple only. Simple means it will take another 10-15 minutes. Okay, well, you can see there too. They'll be getting the Shantarati. Okay. So Gnana se pradhanya. But if in this case, if Gnana is pradhana and Bhakti Shravana Kirtana is less, then what will happen? He comes under which category? Gnani ho jayenge na. Gnana is pradhana. Then he's known as what? Bhakti Mishra Gnani. And what is the outcome for this? Brahman relation. Plus, track mein aa gaya abhi, ho gaya. So then Saich Mukti they'll be getting. Jnanasya pradhane tadanga bhuta. So then Saich Mukti meva. That means merging into the Brahman will happen. Kaschachid Ashwamedadi, the Phala Karmanarpanavati Bhaktir Natu Karmarpanamayi Sukaishwaryamayam Salokya Moksham Nishpala Karmarpanavati tu Santaratim. So one more thing here. In this Satviki Bhakta case, only one more thing. Kaschachid Ashwamedadi Safala Karmarpanavati Bhaktir. One second. Safala Karmarpanavati. There is one more possibility. So see, he is doing the karma and he is doing the Shravana Kirtana Rupa Bhakti, but he is not doing the karma arpanam. No. So he is doing the karma arpanam. He is doing the karma arpanam and also doing the Shravana Kirtanadi, but he is not interested in the he is not interested in the moksha also. Moksha means Brahma Sahajya. He is not interested in the Brahma Sahajya. Then he is keep on. That means offering his karmas result to the Lord. He is offering. And he is also doing the Shravana Kirtanadi Rupa Bhakti. but he doesn't have any kind of the desire for the material opulence. And such a person, where he will go? Lifelong he is doing the karma offering and he is doing the Shravana Kirtanadi Rupa Bhakti, then they will be going to the Salokya Mukti. Salokya Mukti. Because what is the main difference between the first case is what doing karma and Shravana Kirtanadi, but karma is offering. And if his karma is offering and but he want to get the liberation, then that's that kind of offering will lead to the I am not body, I am soul. That means he coming to the jnana platform. And if this jnana is less and bhakti is more, then he is going for the santarasa. And if he is but jnana is more and the bhakti is less, then in this case he will be getting the sahaja mukti. But now another case, third case I am saying here. In this third case, what is happening? He is so offering the results. Kasid aswamedadi safala karmarpanavati. That means in the so only those karmas is offering. Big karmas which are very successful, and those karmas phalas he are offering, and also doing the bhakti. But he is not doing the karmarpanam. Karmarpanam means it's not karmarpanamai. That means in the case of karmarpanam, what happens? So he is always relating that I am not the doer of the. So this activity, the result of this activity is not mine, and everything should be given away, and I should be detached from everything. This is karmarpanam. But we are not discussing this case, third case. In the third case, they are doing the karma and offering that to the Lord. But and also doing the bhakti, but there is intention is not to just to realize they are the soul. So then in that case, what will happen? So because of their karmarpanam and they are worshipping the Vishnu. So yanti devan devrataha pitrun yanti pitruvrataha. Based upon this siddhanta, they are always lifelong. They keep on worshipping the Lord Vishnu, and also they don't have any material desires, and they want to go to Vishnu Loka. So then they will go to the Vishnu Loka. That's why that is known as Salokya Mukti. Many combinations will come like this. So some other time we'll explain. So we'll go to the next sloka. मद्गुण श्रुति मात्रेण मयि सर्वगुणाशये मनोगतिरवच्छिन्ना यथा गंगांब सोम्बुदौ लक्षणं भक्ति योगस्य निर्गुणस्य ह्युदाहृतम् अहैतुक्य व्यवहिता या भक्ति पुरुषोत्तमे. The manifestation of unadulterated devotional service is exhibited when one's mind is at once attracted to hearing the transcendental name and qualities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is residing in everyone's heart. Just as the water of the Ganges flows naturally down towards the ocean, such a devotional ecstasy, uninterrupted by any material condition, flows towards the Supreme Lord. Now we are seeing the definition of Nirguna Bhakti. Saguna Bhakti, that means is the Tamasi, Rajasi, and Satviki that we have seen. Once again, each one is having 3 categories, total 9. Among that, the topmost one is the Satviki Uttama. Now we are seeing in this sloka Nirguna Bhakti, which is already explained. Devanam Gunalinganam. This is the sloka number 32nd sloka of the 25th chapter. Okay, they are already discussed. Nirguna Bhakti Sukhabodhardam Punarlakshayati. Only for the for the easy understanding. So once again, we are going to define this. Kapila is defining this. Okay? So what is Shuddha Bhakti? Let us see here. There you remember Satya Ekam Eva. So Satya Eva Eka Manasaha.
Yes, sir.
That you remember, no?
Yes.
So that means vritti. That vritti, that means a function of the senses and mind. So which is towards the Vishnu only Vishnu. So and also without any motivation. And it's Eka Manasaha means there is no mixing of Jnana and Karma, only bhajan doing. So that is known as, that kind of vritti is known as Shuddha Bhakti. It can be the Aswabhaviki and it can be Swabhaviki. Okay, that is the definition we have seen. Now we are seeing the same way here once again. Mad guna shravana matrena mayyeva sarvaguhashaye sarvanta karana vartitvena सुखध्येय मूर्तौ श्री पुरुषोत्तमे मनसः गतिर अवच्छिन्ना भवति. That means madguna shravana matreneva. That means what they are doing, guna shravana matra means what? Matra is indicating what? Excluding of jnana and karma, and they are doing what? Guna shravana. So shravana is upalakshana. What you can take?
All the 9 devotions.
Not only 9, but you can take सिमिलर नेचर वाला जो भी सब ले सकते हैं. जैसे कौवे से दही को रक्षा करो, save this curd from the crows means, so here whoever is harmful, that means the property, the purpose, what is the purpose there, the point what is there. So crow is the harmful for the curd, so that's why it should be protected from that. So such a way, whoever is harmful for the curd, from all you can consider as a upalakshana for the crow. Similarly, here Shravana is said. Shravana is what kind of bhakti it is? It is no, it's not pure. It is direct devotion. Pure it is when you say if that kind of bhakti is done for 24 hours, then that is pure devotion without any motivation. So that's why don't mix the pure devotion and direct devotion. Direct devotion is just chanting and hearing all these direct devotions. Pure devotion means if we do such a direct devotions 24 hours for the sake of the Lord, then that is known as pure devotion. So now here what he is saying, madguna shravana matrena. That means madguna. That means Lord's guna. Guna means you should take as a upalakshana what? Name, qualities, and also leelas. So shravana means upalakshana what you can take. So shravana means kirtanam, smaranam, archanam, vandanam, dasyam, sakyam, atmanam, all the 64 whatever, because all those are all direct devotions. So such a activities matra means only doing this. That means here this is nothing but the anusilanam or not, Krishna anusilanam or not. This is Krishna anusilanam. What kind of so Krishna anusilanam, but what matra is saying that what? Excluding of what? That's a jnana karmadi anavruta Krishna anusilanam. Will you accept or not this? Madguna Shravana Matra is indicating that. So, Jnana Karmadi Anavruta Krishnanu Selanam. So, Mayyiva Sarva Guhashaya Sarvanta Karna Vartitvena. So, that means and also he said Madguna Shravana Matrena Mayi Sarva Guhashaya Eva. So, that means Krishna Anusilanam. So Krishna is coming here by the word Mai Eva. That means only me. That means he is not allowing to do the Shravanam Kirtanam for the demigods and the Brahma, Shiva, all. So that's why here clearly Krishna and Krishnanusilanam, and also that is what? Jnana Karmadi Anavruta Krishnanusilanam. He is saying. And if by doing that, what is happening? Manaha, by doing such a thing, what is going to happen? By doing that kind of sadhana, what is going to happen? There it is said that. So, Guruhasa Sarvantakarana Vartitvena Sukadhyeya Murto Sri Purushottame Manasah Gatir Avachinna Bhavati. So, if you do such a devotion, then what will happen? Mind will be always flowing towards the Krishna. Then mind always following Krishna, in which state is, this is? Very good. That is nothing but Bhava Bhakti. When you engage, that means what it is saying?
Actually, it is good.
Naturally fine, no? Mind you. Like Ganga Pravaha means what? There is no obstacle. That means always flowing, naturally flowing. It's a meaning. So, in the sadhana bhakti, mind will not flow naturally towards the Lord. We are always, so by what is it? By what force? Shastra's injunction. So, with that force, we are putting all the time mind go. That's why it is an unnatural actually. That's why it is known as Aswabhaviki bhakti. Yeah, when
Authority force.
So, okay, when the mind naturally flowing means this is a swabhaviki bhakti. So that's why Madguna Shravana Matre. So Madguna Shravana Matrena Mayeva Sarvaguhashe is saying what kind of bhakti it is? Sadhana bhakti. Yes, sir. Engaging the so Shravanam is leading the all Upalakshmi is saying all other things. And Eva, Mayeva means only Krishna. That means engaging. Matra is saying that no karma gnana. So that's why Gnana Karmadi Anavruta. So Anukulya Krishna Anuselanam. So that is going to lead to what? Mind to flow continuously towards the Lord. That means, so he will be reaching to the stage of Bhava. Sadhana Bhakti, if you do, then you'll go for the Bhava Bhakti. Then mind, initially it may not flow, but after that it will flow. That's the point he's saying. That's the definition of Suddha Bhakti. Okay or not?
Yes. By default, it is understood for the avatars.
Avtaras also no problem. Krishna and also you can do, Suddha Bhakti can be done for the Rama also. Suddha Bhakti can be Vishnu also. Lord and Lord Swamshas. That's not a problem. So how the mind will flow? It is explained like the water of Ganges water, how it flows from the Haridwar to from Gangotri to Ganga Sagar. There is no break. Is break is there? No. Jivanadi this is. Ganga Nadi is Jivanadi or not? But remaining Nadis are becoming now. Jivanadis are becoming nowadays. Disappearing. Jivanadi means which flows all the time, 365 days of a year. That is known as Jivanadi. School means again, na? School.
Kalkaling school.
यथा अम्भो गंगांभसो गतिरिति सो हेतोः एतदर्थमेव भक्ति योगस्य लक्षणम् उदाहरणम् इत्यन्यः यथा निर्गुण श्रवणादि भक्ति योगेनैव मयि so here nirguna, that means ahaitiki is not mentioned actually till now whatever we discussed, that ahaitiki is mentioning in the next line. What kind of gunashravana we should do? Ahaitiki gunashravana we should do. That means when you do guna, that means the Lord's qualities you should do shravanam, na? That means it should be what kind? Ahaitiki. That means falabhisandhana rahita. That means you are not targeting hearing of this Lord's qualities for some other purpose. It's not purpose oriented, but it should be for what? It's without any purpose. It means it is doing for its own sake. For the pleasure of God.
This course which we are doing, तो आपके intention पे depend.
ये तो अब मुझे समझो नेचुरली ठीक है अहाइतुकी 1 सेकंड है टाइम हो गएगा हमारा
We can appreciate the project.
I'm okay, no problem. Anyway, I'm going to reach my target. Prabhu, we came at 2:40, na Prabhu? Yeah, now no questions, Prabhu. Huh? So, next, Ahaituki is bringing up the point of what? So, Anyabhilashta Sunni. Because Phalantar Abhi Sandhischa Tad Rahita. That means he is doing this Shravana Kirtana of Lord's qualities and so on so without other target. That means he is doing that only for that sake only. That means to please the Lord only. He is doing Shravana Kirtan for the sake of doing Shravana Kirtan. Means what? Pleasing the Lord. And also ahaituki and apratihata is said, na? So apratihata is also said. So that is going to bring there is no other karma and gnana is coming and stopping this. He is doing Shravanam Kirtanam of the Lord's direct devotion, and in between he sometimes do the karma, the gnana, then what will happen? Breaking. So, but here it is said what? What kind of Shravana Kirtan he is doing? Ahaitika and also Apratihatavam. That's why it's a pure devotion. That's the definition. That means engaging the mind and senses and body in the service of the Lord. So where there is no interruption by the karma and jnana, and also there is no other motivation. That is known as Shuddha Bhakti. No questions. I'll take after this. Next sloka will go to the next sloka. Main thing is over. Right, अभी 4 मिनट है प्रभु. सालोक्य सारिष्टि सामीप्य सारूप्यैकत्वम् अप्युतादीयमानं न गृह्णन्ति विना मत्सेवनं जना. A pure devotee doesn't accept any kind of liberation. Salokya, Sarishti, Samipya, Sarupya, or Ekata. Even though they are offered by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It's clear? Because such a pure devotee, as per definition, he will not Anya Vilasa Sunya. That means he is not accepting all this. Next, Saeva Bhakti Yoga Kya Atyanti Kevudahurtaha Yenati Vrajja Trigunam Madhava Yoga Padjate. By attaining the highest platform of devotional service, as I have explained, one can overcome the influence of 3 modes of material nature and be situated in the transcendental stage as he is the Lord. That means he will go to the transcendental abode. Okay, next. Nishevitena nimittena sadharmena mahiyasa kriyayogen shastena nati prinsena nityashaha. A devotee must execute his prescribed duties which are glorious without material profit, without excessive violence. One should regularly perform one's devotional duties. थोड़ा सा रुकना इधर. 15. So asya bhaktehe anganyah nishevitaschaso animitta rupascha tena purvaihi Shuddha Bhaktehi Nishevitangi. Here Swadharma, what he said? Swadharmena means what we should take here? Swadharma is what we should take. That means Varnashram duties we should take. Daivarnashram also Varnashram. That is a. So here, I think Daivarnashram were all getting. Swadharma means here. So Bhakti is a Swadharma. So that activities. In the pure devotion service, there is no need to follow. One should not no need. One should not follow Varnashrama Dharma. That's Prabhupada is explaining this area. So this sloka can apply for this area also, this area also. Swadharma, if you take the Varnashram Dharma, it will come to here. If you take the Swadharma means pure devotional service, that means devotional activities, Shravanam Kirtanam, that's the source Swadharma, Shravanam Kirtanam. So then it comes here. That means in the pure devotional platform, so the condition itself is what? Jnana Karmadi Anavrta. That means in your heart there should not be any space for karma. So that means there is no karma means Varnashram Dharma. So that's why in the pure devotional platform, if you want to be in the pure devotional platform, you have to sarva dharman parityaja. That means varnashram dharma, you should leave. Will they practice any varnashram dharma here? Even if they practice only for the sake of others and to set an example, they follow. But will they follow varnashrama karma for their own sake? Swanishtita karma can they do? No. Paranishtita karma only they do. That means for others' sake they do. But in their heart there is no space for the karma. So that's why. So here is there any varnashrama duties? No. But varnashrama duties will be here. Daiva varnashrama. So why why they have to do varnashrama dharma? Tavat karmani kurvita. They should do karma till the time they should get the firm faith. Drashraddha. Till they don't get they have to do karma. So that's why this is known as the varnashrama dharma. Daiva varna. But we do, why we call Daiva varnashrama dharma? Because it is targeted towards our goal is pure devotion. So that's why it is known as Daiva varnashrama. You understood this discrimination difference? So now if you take Swadharma as Varnashram Dharma comes down, and if you take Swadharma means as this, pure devotion will become. Okay, that's the point I want to explain here. The 40s. Okay, we'll be meeting at 5:30. Okay, Prasad wants it to be later. So
If you are able to tell us that we can prescribe it, please make sure that
pure devotion means 24 hours direct devotion services.
there is
No karma interruption. Bodily platform में आकर कुछ नहीं करना है.
So the same here, like one has to give all this material responsibility. Suppose one is engaged in financial running, so he has to completely give up in order to practice pure devotion.
Consciously should give up. Even the Pandavas, they are doing pure devotion, but they are controlling the whole world. But the point is what here? While doing that activities also, they should keep on thinking Krishna. Are they hearing Krishna? Are they remembering? Direct devotional activity should not be stopped. Externally, they can do anything. I'm saying that is the point. Externally, that is externally only. That means that means anything pure devotion. It's not direct devotion. Even if we do, that should be externally done. But at that time also, what should be continued? Devotion, pure direct devotion should be.
It should be in detached spirit and like setting it is all to please Krishna.
Yeah. So, but to run the show and to set an example, otherwise society will not be formed. So, with that sake, we are doing. But there also, what the remembrance of Krishna or this Shravanam of the Krishna or the Kirtan of Krishna should be there. Otherwise, the condition for the pure devotion we are not satisfying. So that means we are coming to the material platform. Now we are building a one rooms for some devotees. So now you are coming to as a builder feeling you are getting. So that means you are falling from the Krishna conscious. You are accepting some designation. But I am doing, since it is for the sake of the society, that is paranishtita. That means it can be for the sake of pleasure of the Lord only. It is not only to be the pleasure of the Lord. If like that, if you say even people are doing the karma and offering result to the Lord, can you say that's a pure devotion? No. So that means your consciousness is important. Every minute, every second, it should be what? In the platform of servant platform. Jiver Suruper Hoy, Krishna Nitya. That platform, if you come down from that platform, if you designate yourself as a builder, as a something, then you are now in the Mishra Bhakti. The condition is that Anyavilasa Sunning Nana Karma Dhanarthi is demanding automatically what? Sarvopadi Vinirmuktam. Sarvadharman Parityaji is that only, na?
My point is, suppose someone is working financially, his needs are according to corporate environment he has to work. He has to deal with so many curvy people, etc. It is not impossible that much to practice pure devotion.
Pure devotion is not at all impossible in any external conditions. But it's a pure devotion is the point of the consciousness.
You can give direct example of it.
Pandavas. I'm giving best example. Pandavas. Pandava is Yudhishthira Maharaj is just taking care of the society, kingdom. So it's not direct devotion. That activity by nature is not direct devotion. But if you offer that result to the Lord, then that will become devotion, but that is not pure devotion. That is Gnana Karma only.
To say a movement also is not wasted without thinking or hearing of Krishna. Not a single moment.
Endeavor should be there at least. In the Anishtita Bhakti, then that will be, that means will be always mind going, senses going here and there. But in the Anishtita Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti, he is dragging every minute, but that's a Drashraddha is the fuel to maintain every minute towards doing this kind of devotion. Directly. That should, if Dhrudha Shraddha, if son doesn't have, then he will just become casual after some time. So that's it. Dhrudha Shraddha is the entry door for the pure devotion, firm faith. And that's a symptom of Dhrudha Shraddha means complete surrender. That's why if you don't completely surrender, if your surrenderance is there somewhere else than the Krishna, then you cannot do pure devotion. It's a very important definition, and it's not an easy thing. Not easy thing. This is the thing we can discuss in the Anyabhilasha Sunya when we discuss. It will come actually. The next, what is it? Advaita Karuna Prabhu. Next, so many strike-offs. Bhava mein Nityanand Prabhu. Chaitanya Jivan Prabhu. Chaitanya Swarup is absent. Durga Prasad Prabhu. Absent. Gopalananda Prabhu. Present. Hari Narayan Prabhu. Haigriva Charan Prabhu. Hemgiri Prabhu. Next, Kala Charan Prabhu. Ravanidhi Prabhu is absent. Kala Charan Prabhu. Kaushal Kishore Prabhu. Kirm Kripa Prabhu. Madhav Sundar Prabhu. Manmohan Krishna Prabhu. Manoram Gaurang Prabhu. Mukund Padma Prabhu. Absent, no? Nalini Kant Prabhu. Nimai Nitai Prabhu. Next, Pavanputra Prabhu. Pradeep Prabhu. Radha Krishna Prabhu. Radha Ras Bihari Prema absent. Ram Govind Prabhu. Sadhu Charan Prabhu. Next, Sundaranand Prabhu. Manachari Gopal Prabhu. Vishnu Tattva Prabhu. Absent. Vrajamandal Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. So we'll meet at 5:35. Please. We'll try to finish. So we'll meet at 8:34.
Yes. Thank you.